Hello there and welcome to the new channel.
Here to help you see
The new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansada.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Orgami.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebastillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice one, dear.
Sir Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldon.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude. Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
PNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Healthline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID Stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and more.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. Sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the it will help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mabuhay! Hello and welcome to the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. My name is Joey Garcia, streaming live from Makati City, and you're watching JCI Makati's Uplift, Moving On Business. Good afternoon, everyone! Woo! Palakpakan! Ayan. Ang saya-saya natin this afternoon, no? Sobrang saya. Welcome once again to JCI Makati's Uplift, Moving on Business. Ako na naman po ang inyong host this afternoon, Joey Garcia, IPP or Immediate Past President of JCI Makati. Magandang hapon sa mga nanonood sa atin, ha? Grabe, sobrang dami. Hindi ko sukat akalain na sobrang dami ng live ng nanonood sa atin. Hindi ko napapanggitin, pero there are someone who's watching from Tawi-Tawi, as far as Tawi-Tawi and Mount Ibo-Ibo. Well, anyways, good afternoon ulit sa inyo and welcome to JCI Makati sa Flip. Moving on business. Kasama ko ngayon dahil special ang ating guest. Ginawa nating todo-todo ang gagawin nating pag-interview. Kasama natin, of course, ang nag-iisang birthday boy, Dennis Oyako! Ayan,
hello
pasok!
Everyone! Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po, birthday ko kahapon. Pero sige, sabi ko rin IPP Joey birthday week na lang para dire-diretso.
Yes! Tatagalan natin to, kapatid. Kamusta ka? Kamusta celebration? Ang ganda ng ngiti mo, kapatid. Mukhang happy ang birthday mo. Mukhang marami kang na-blow out.
Na-blow out? Oo, nako. Mukhang mapapagastos pero masaya. Importante, masaya ang pamilya, masaya ang mga kaibigan. Nako.
Tama, Dennis. O nako ha, special day natin ngayon dahil matindi ang ating guest ngayong hapon na ito, no? Kaya in-specialan na rin natin para todo ang energy. Nagsama pa tayo ng isang co-host, ang nag-iisang Executive Director ng JCI Makati 2021, Reynard Francisco. Pasok!
Hello, brothers. Hello. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. I'm very excited. Hello, Kuya Joey. Hello, IPP Joey. Hello. Okay, very excited ako sa makakausap natin hapon na to. Na-miss ko tong very special guest natin, no? Talaga naman. Happy birthday, VP Dennis.
Salamat!
Napakatindi. Pero bago natin papasokin ang guest natin, magkwentuhan muna tayo tatlo rito, no? Uy, first time nangyari to, ha? First time. Anong episode natin, Brother Dennis, ngayon? This is the... Seven. Lucky 7 talaga. Kaya pag Lucky 7, kailangan lucky guest din ang ating i-interviewin ngayon, di ba? Nasa gitna tayo because ang first season natin is just how many episode? How many episode ba to? At 23? 16 episode. So ito yung gitna. Dapat kailangan ito ang pinaka-powerful, no? So magandang hapon sa iyo, Reynard. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Dennis. I know you're excited to know our guest. Ito, ang maiksing introduction in 2020. Our guest took over as the president of PAL Maritime Corporation after his father. He has been working in the industry for the last 13 years. And during this time, he was awarded, tingnan nyo naman awarded as the Young Maritime Leader by Marine World. He is also active in various non-government organizations, including Rotary International. And of course, he is the National Past President of Junior Chamber International or JCI, where he served as the 2020 National President. Our good friend, ang nag-iisang kapitapitagan, our friend, Mark Joseph David. Pasok! Ayan. NB Mark, good afternoon!
Good afternoon, Boss Joey. Happy birthday, VP Dennis. And actually, it's nice seeing you and the Reynard. It's nice being here. Thank you for the invite.
Ayan, na-miss ka namin, NP Mark. Excited talaga kami sa pag-guest pa lang sa'yo ngayon. Pero NP Mark, sasabihin na namin to ngayon pa lang. Napaka-blooming ng itsura mo. Talagang parang, alam mo yon, napaka-pristine ng look ni NP Mark, no? Parang,
fresh na fresh.
Walang wrinkles, hindi oily, alam mo yun, no? Talagang kung ako'y isang dalagang dilag, nako, malamang. Diligawan ko na yung NP ko.
Saka parang
sana.
Si NP Mark.
Oy, may guest na. Ano rin na?
Yan ang nagagawa pag IPNP ka na. Pag IPNP ka na, yan yung nagagawa niya. Tignan mo si Joey, fresh na fresh.
Yo. So parang baka nakikinig yung 2021 president namin, anong mangyayari sa kanya? Tataba din siya. Shout out sa ating 2021 JCI Makati President. Walang iba, I know, makikita President Lawrence Lance Litan. Hi, President.
Ayun na.
Kaya ayaw magpakita ni Lance kasi daw ongoing daw yung niya, yung
meron ba siya, no?
Oo.
Meron palang event si Press Lance. Well, anyways. Brothers, very excited tayo sa guest natin ngayon, di ba? This man is really an inspirational guy. He is just, energy pa lang. Pag nakasama si NP Mark David, nakatabi mo to, nakasama mo sa isang event, hindi pwedeng hindi ka magiging inspirado. As we introduce him, no? During that IPNP, immediate past national president of JCI, nagkaroon ako ng palad na ako yung maging presidente ng JCI Makati for the year 2020. Isang chapter lang ako. Sobrang bigat, sobrang hirap. Pero imagine nyo, si NP Mark Joseph David, buong Pilipinas ng JCI. He should have that energy. He should have that very inspirational leadership para ma-move ang buong JCI to the toughest times of our JCI life. NP Mark, first question, eto na. Saan ka humuhugot ng Saan ka humuhugot ng lakas? Saan ka humuhugot ng inspirasyon? You as a JCI National President of 2020. Yan.
Actually, I mentioned it during my valedictory address na when I was young, my parents has pushed us, kami magkakapatid, to be more giving in what we have. So that's why we are in different organizations. We are in Rotary, we are in Zonta, and of course me and my siblings are with JCI. And I've been a member of this organization since 2005. So when I was 18 years old, I started with JCI already. So where I'm getting it is siguro because of long-term na rin, na I've been exposed by my dad, by my mom on things na like this, na you have to give back to the community, you have to share what you have. Sabi nga ng dad ko lagi, you only have two hands. Whatever blessings na bumabagsak sa'yo, you can only get enough. You cannot have it all. So you might as well share it to the people who needs it most. So I think, by building good leaders, especially in our organization, dyan ko nakikita, dyan ko nakukuha yung inspiration, motivation to keep moving forward, to be in an organization like JCI, because I see that if we motivate, inspire, mold young leaders to be better leaders, we will always have a better future for all of us. So that's where I get my hugot, my inspiration and motivation.
Narinig mo yan, Dennis and Reynard? Grabe, Ibang klase ang NP natin. May tatanong ka, Reynard, alam ko, or Dennis?
Ako NP, siguro one question sa akin. Ako, naging witness ako how you started. Nabutan ko si NP Mark. Mamaya siguro pupunta tayo sa topic na yun. Nabutan ko si NP Mark bilang National Chair for the Outstanding Young Men of the Philippines. Hanggang sa naging area vice president natin. Until, I know, very excited ka NP na maging national president. How did you parang shift agad yung leadership mo, di ba? Na ang ina-expect natin on ground. Tapos biglang nag-pandemic. Paano mo shift agad yung leadership mo for last year, NP?
I have to be very honest, it's not that easy. Of course, the way you see it, parang ganun lang siya, but deep inside, when you look really deeper, there are times na I keep telling myself, may, alam mo yung denial stages. You're still in denial na you can't be doing the same regular things that you're doing or you are expected to do, Especially, I've been in this organization for a long time and I've seen what national presidents have done. And I was expecting to be doing the same. But during this term, when the pandemic hit, of course, we went into the new normal, bawal lumipad, bawal lumabas, and things like that. So you really need to adjust. And I have to be honest, at first, denial talaga ako na, hindi, after a few months, okay na yan, or this and that. But you came to realize, na it's either you let the environment control you, or you adjust to the environment you are in and find new ways to keep doing positive change and keep being an active citizen. So there will always be a time for you to sit down, reflect. How am I gonna finish this year with the circumstances I am given? So I think, Reynard, no, to answer your question, it's really more on reflecting, no, going back to why I became a national president. Bakit ko ba ginusto maging national president? Bakit ba ako nasa JCI? The big question is always why. You always go back to the why. And when I went back, bakit ba ako nandito sa position na to? Bakit ako nasa organization na to? Whatever adjustments, whatever environment you're into, you will always come out positively, even if hindi siya yung pinlano mo or in-expect mo, mainly because your why doesn't change. It's just the environment around you that changes. But the reason why you're there, the reason why you're doing this is because of the same thing. And as long as you are focused on the why, on bakit ka naging JCI member, bakit ka naging national president, you will never go wrong.
Wow. Dennis.
Alright, ako. Actually, NP, ito naman yung question na gusto ko din malaman from you. Since nagkasabay naman yung pagiging presidente mo ng company nyo at as well as nagiging national president ng JCI Philippines. So, paano naman yung naging yan? Parang paano mo naman siya na-juggle yung time mo being a president of a company and being the national president of JCI? Kasi JCI because syempre, di ba, tulad nga nung natin is yung difference between running an NGO and being a profit organization is like a company. So paano mo naman napapalit, yung paano ka nagpapalit ng usually ng uniforme dahil syempre uniforme ka ng JCI tapos magiging uniforme ka ng kumpanya mo since malaki din yung proportion na hinahawakan mo.
Dennis, no, I think it sums up to the point na experience. When I was starting in our company, in our industry, I used to question myself. I used to ask, why did my dad send me on board the ship? Bakit niya ako pinakit ng barko para magtrabaho doon? Bakit nila ako sinumulan as a regular employee and ako yung anak ng may-ari But then again, no, when I was placed in a position now as president of the company, doon ko na-realize lahat na those experiences, no, from the ground going up are very important and vital in the way you want to run your company. Remember when you're president of an NGO or a company like ours, your job differs already. You became a motivator, you became a leader, you became someone na handles things differently. You have your employees to do all the nitty-gritty. That's true. Sila yung nagpa-file, sila yung nagpa-process, sila yung gumagawa lahat. But your job as as president of a company, iba na. It's for you to keep them motivated. It's for you to keep them doing what they're doing and making sure they're happy and ensuring that the business is going on. And it's similar to running a national organization. I mentioned earlier na I've been a member since 2005. So my experience in this organization has been siguro, no, you can say matanda na ako sa organization. And the experiences I had becoming a member and then a national officer, an appointee of a national program brought me the experience I needed when I was national president naman. So the things that differs, hindi ganun karami. But the things that unites them or common thing na meron doon is the important thing is the experience, no? If you want to lead someone, you really need to have those experiences because that's how you are able to answer problems, no? It's harder to answer problems or find solutions to problems na hindi mo na-encounter, hindi mo nakita, hindi mo na Of course, you will always find a way, no? But at the end of the day, it's easier for you to find the right answer if you've seen it before. And this experience na napagdaanan ko being a regular employee, a liaison officer, documentation officer, an assistant crewing manager to a crewing manager, crewing director, all the way up to becoming a president. All the experiences from years ago has given me the tools I will be needing in leading this organization. At the same time, it's very similar to JCI I was a regular member at the board of directors, chapter, different positions until I became an LO president. I became a regional vice president. I was national chairman for TOYM, a national program. I was secretary general. I was area vice president before I became a national president. So the most important thing there is the experience. You really need to maximize the time you are given in every position to learn what you can learn. So sabi nga nila, learning never stops. So that's for me, Dennis.
Grabe.
Nakaka-overwhelm yung NP ha. I must say na ang daming nagme-message sa atin do sa live natin sa TNC na watching from Quezon City. NP Mark Joseph David is very inspirational. There are some watching from JCI East Java. So grabe no, yung tawag dito, yung energy ni NP Mark talagang dama no. Ngayon lang ako yata nagkaroon ng episode na ganito karami nagchat-chat. No? But speaking of mayroong watching from London. Nasa London
Press Joey, I just wanted to say hi, I saw my cousin from Denmark watching with us today. Wincy.
Wow.
Hi, Ate Wincy. Hi.
Oh, my goodness.
Wincy Ramos NP, no? Shout out po.
Yes, Wincy Ramos, all the way from Denmark watching with us.
Wow, ayan. Sobrang inspirational niya ni NP Mark. Sabi ni Marian, si Marian. Okay,
Saka alam mo, IPP Joey and VP Dennis, alam mo yon sa kabila ng mga pinagdaanan ni NP Mark, diba? Nanalo pa siya. Nanalo nung ating 2021.
Matindi yan Diba? Nadalawa yan. Nanalo na siyang Best World President, di ba? Best President of the World. Tapos na-award pa siya ng Young Maritime Leader Award by Marino World. Ibig sabihin, NP nakakaingit ka na sobra na. Sobrang nakakaingit na yung accomplishment But you're saying about experience, di ba? Yung experience mo of handling an NGO, handling a company, experiencing to become a mga rank and file na position. Sabi mo talagang nakatulong sa iyo yun on how to find solution, how to motivate, how to become a good leader. NP, ngayon ang gusto naming itanong sa iyo ano pang kulang? Hindi ibig sabihin anong fulfillment, 'di ba? Kasi parang nasa iyo na ang lahat, parang merong ganong kanta because a lot of people are expecting something from a very successful person like you, NP, wala ka naman sigurong balak pumasok sa politika or kasi just recently you successfully handled also the TOYM, di ba? Just yesterday yata nung napanood namin sa maggagap lang tayo for a few commercial dahil marami pa tayong gustong itanong. Gusto ko lang bitinin muna lahat ng manonood Ayoko mo nang ipasagot lahat kay NP Mark ngayon. We will do a lot of questioning for NP after first this commercial. Good afternoon. Welcome back to JCI Makati sa Flip. Moving on business. Dito pa rin ako, Joey Garcia, of course, with Bing. Papasukin muna natin ang mga co-host natin, Dennis Uyaco and Reynard Francisco. Ayan, usap-usap muna tayo. Medyo ang ganda ng ating ang ganda ng usapan natin. Nasa first part pa lang tayo. Nakaka-excite ang ating guest, si NP Mark. Very energetic, very inspirational, very motivational talaga. No, nagkakagulo na sa chat group natin, no? Ang dami nang gustong magpatanong kung anong mga tanong, pero nako, mamaya na natin itatanong yung mga gusto nyo itanong. So, we are learning so much from the energy of NP Mark Joseph David, no? Ano maganda pang pag-usapan natin dito, no? Gusto kong hukayin pa to si NP Mark. Di ba? Paano sa edad niyang gano'n, no? Sa edad lang ni NP Mark, is very inspirational. He has been to many experiences, corporate man o non-government organizations such as JCI, no? Kasi very inspirational yung nangyari sa kanya. Sige, dahil dyan, pababalikin natin si NP Mark Joseph David. NP Mark, pasok ulit. Ayan. NP Mark, mukhang talagang inggit na talaga kami sa iyo. Talagang very relaxed, very blooming, very positive, no? Talagang pinag-uusapan nga namin. Paano ba? How to be you? NP Mark, how to be you?
Press Joey, medyo nagano yung...
Naputol ako. Ayan, pinag-uusapan namin, NP Mark, kung gaano kami naiinggit sa'yo. Ang sabi namin, how to be you. Di ba? Kasi you're very young. I suppose you are not more than 30. Mga 31 lang, di ba?
35 na. 35.
Grabe si NP. Huwag mo na sabihin edad mo, lalo na kami nagselos. Nagselos na si Dennis. Nagselos na si Reynard sa edad mo. Imagine, no, kung 35, ganyan ang accomplishment ko. My God. Pero NP Mark, I know you are doing something, something new. You are pushing forward your capabilities and your network. Kasi nakita ko doon sa mga post mo, you're doing something, yung sa LARC. We want to know something, Ano pa yung pinagkakaabalahan mo ngayon? Though you have the company, napakalaking kumpanya, JCI still, medyo meron ka pa rin dyan because you are the IPNP, no? So, aside from those two, ano yung mga ginagawa mong bago ngayon na to continue your motivation, to continue your inspiration, inspiring people?
Actually, no, as I'm appointed as the director in JCI's international natin for institutional partnerships. So I believe it's a good opportunity for me again to share my experience, my resources to JCI in promoting naman partnerships with other organization having the same goals and the same vision, no? For example, like BNI, the United Nations, these are the partners of JCI, and one of the jobs in our position as institutional partners committee is to maximize. How do we maximize the partnerships we have with them? And I believe na everyone who knows me, no, my team during my campaign is to work together and win together. So if not just for JCI, no, but for all the different organizations, if we work together towards a common goal, we will be achieving more for everyone and eventually, win together. Because the concept of competition of one organization is better than the other one should not be the case. It should be since we all have the same goals now, which is to have a better future for all of us. We should be finding sustainable solutions together and work on those solutions and eventually win together. So one of the things I'm doing now after my stint as national president is helping sa international and JCI, and I'm also considering being active again with Rotary. Hopefully in the near future, I can be active in my Rotary club. I was a president back in 2013 and 14. But now I'm excited to see my Rotary brothers again. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Wow.
Grabe. Sobrang active ni NG. No? And
Hindi pwedeng
parang
walang ginagawa, no?
Oo. And naalala ko dati, NP was telling stories na parang, NP, anong age ka nga nag-join ng JCI? Parang
18.
18. And then, parang nakapag-junior JCs pa ba kayo? Or sina Press
Hindi.
Mariel or sina AC Matt?
It was Mariel and Matt. Yes. But I was the chairperson of our chapters in Junior JCs. Kaya pinasok ko si Matt and si Mariel. Also Julio, who was past president of Pambato as well.
Yeah, si attorney. Grabe. JCI at age 18. Ano bang ginagawa ko ng 18 years old ako, no? And it's really very inspiring. Alam mo, I don't know, yung nangyaring shift na 2020, parang lahat siguro ng LO, lahat ng local organization, parang feeling down kasi sa pandemic na nangyari. Tapos, NP, ako not for anything, yung award na nakuha mo when nanalo ka dun sa World Convention natin na talagang most outstanding national president of the world. Alam mo yun,
umiyak ako noon.
Parang sobrang naging proud yung buong JCI Philippines na parang, okay, this 2021 talagang magso-soar high kami. And having said that, NP, kasi last night, si IPP Joey medyo masama pakaramdam kagabi, pero nanonood. Nasabi ko pa, sorry. Lumalabas yung mga sakit ng pagiging kuya ko sila eh. Ayan. Last night nanonood kami about the TOYM. And I know TOYM is very close to your heart kasi nga you were the former national chair in 2018. And last night naman, you were there as our national president. Can you tell us, meron bang difference itong 2020 na TOYM na to? And is there something special about this batch? Especially these are, the 2020 gitna ng pandemic sila nangyari.
Every year, no, in TOYM naman, it's a special way of selecting the honorees for TOYM because every year you have a different set of panelists. Every year you have a different set of judges. Kaya nga, every year it's a special case, no? And iba talaga. It's not a systemized selection, but it's really based on character and that extra push that you've done, no, as an individual, how you became a regular individual to becoming an extraordinary individual. Comparison in 2018 and 2020, they're all extraordinary, so it's hard to separate each TOYM awardees, no, because at the end of the day, they're all excellent, they're all extraordinary in their own right, in their own category, in their own person. Pero ang difference na siguro, no, this year, what we did with TOYM together with Sir Donnie Tantoco and Ma'am Shay Revilla, no, of PLDT and TOYM Foundation is that we, aside from just giving the award, we started doing community support. One of the things that we initiated this year is helping out PGH, no, in battling COVID-19. So I think it's the TOYM Foundation and JCI Philippines is moving forward into just giving the award, but at the same time, no, maximizing the resources of this program and the former honorees. So by doing that, we are creating more than just inspiring stories, but at the same time, really working on the ground with our TOYM honorees and really doing the change to the society and communities that we want to support and help.
Alright.
Busy talaga ang ating NP, no? Grabe. Sobrang busy ng NP natin.
May nambobola eh. Super galing yan.
Ayoko na nga basahin yung mga Grabe. Ngayon lang talaga tayo nagkaroon ng show.
29 lang. Grabe. Hindi naman talaga si Chris Cat. Pero may magandang question dito sa natin, sa comment section. Sabi ni Sec JM, question to NP Mark, what's the biggest risk that your business was exposed to during the pandemic, and how did you manage to control this risk? I think usapang negosyo naman to kung paano naman nag-cope up during the pandemic. MP, siguro Mark, siguro pwede niyo pong sagutin yun.
Yeah. Thank you, JM. No. But before I begin, no, allow me to give a short background on what industry and company we are in. No. Maritime Corporation is a ship crewing company, so we send seafarers on board the ships. So it's a manning agency and recruitment agency. So one of the biggest risks of this is the processes is very traditional pa rin. So people has to come in, we need to interview them, etc., etc. No? That's why on the side note, I was with Lark and I was selected as one of the mentees there because I was trying to move my traditional operations into a digital operation. So now, how to manage the risk? One thing that we experience is we have seafarers across the Philippines, no? From Bacolod, from Iloilo, from Visaya, all the way to Mindanao, no? And it requires them to travel to Manila to process their documents. At the same time, after processing their documents, fly them to New York or fly them to Hong Kong, Singapore, anywhere around the world where our ships are located. So the risk that we were exposed to is not being able to do the same. Hindi sila mapunta ng Manila because there's travel restrictions. They cannot travel to Singapore because there's travel restrictions. No? But I can commend our government, no, for helping out in ensuring the policies are there. Hindi lang siya basta sarado. They made protocols in order for us to continue the business, to send our crew on board the ships, and our crew who's tired, pagod na, are able to go home naman to their families during the pandemic. It's not easy. It's very expensive for the companies, no? Because we have to do the testing, we have to do the quarantines, we have to do all those things.
No?
But accommodations, yes, but nonetheless, no, as long as you're given the opportunity to do it, if you're given the regulations and the protocols to do it, then you just have to follow it. At the end of the day, I believe na our greatest product or how we are judged as a company is based on the performance of our crew, of our seafarers. And if you have very tired seafarers on board the ship, you cannot blame them if yung performance nila is lacking or bumabagsak, no? So you really need to relieve them and find them some rest. Imagine they're there for 8 months, 10 months, no? And working, hard work yan, no? Pag nasa barko ka. So it's now no joke. So having them there and sending them home to rest is very important and integral in order for us to maintain our vessels. Now, that is one of the biggest risks that we took. But the government was a big help in ensuring that we have those protocols and allowed us to conduct the normal processes that we have to conduct because maybe we don't have alternative options on how to do these things. Now, how do we manage and control this risk in the future? That's why I'm with Lark, because I was trying to find ways to digitalize the operations. How are we going to build a community online and platform? How do we conduct our interviews online, recruitment online, everything online? How do we process the documents online, etc. No? Para when they come here, mas less yung travel nila going to Manila, back and forth to their province, just to process their documents. Now we're given the opportunity. Maybe napaaga siya, napabilis, napa-advance, no, yung changes that we have to do, mainly because of the pandemic. But at the end of the day, the only constant thing there is changes. So if you are unable to cope with changes, if you are not open into exploring new ideas or exploring options or even take risk, no, in transforming your organization into something, into your what's you're used to, into something different, you will be stagnant and left by everybody else. So So for me, the biggest risk is not doing the regular thing, no, because of the pandemic, our regular processes. But at the same time, we control this risk because we started moving towards what is allowed, which is moving online in how we process our training, certificates, documentations, etc., etc. Of course, medical and the other requirements will still need the physical presence of our seafarers. These are the things you don't have any control on anymore because they have to be there and take the test, etc., etc. But the rest, that if you can put the rest online, you put it online already. There's a lot of companies pa rin na struggling on moving their system online. And I understand, no, I'm having my own struggle doing it the same. But nonetheless, all you have to do is really take that leap because that is what the environment is presenting to you. Ito ang pwede mong gawin. So if you don't adjust, may iwanan ka talaga ng panahon. And owners of these vessels will start looking for companies who have adjusted and made it cheaper and easier for them to process the recruitment of the crew of the vessels.
So, ganun, no?
So, nagkaroon tayo ng Crash Course 101 dun sa business mismo ni NP Mark. Ako,
NP.
Take down notes yun kasi syempre, ang dami nga ngayon na apekto ang mga businesses. So, nakita natin yung perspective in a very brief and very insightful na knowledge regarding sa business. So, yung si Sec JM, yung tinanong niya, ano yun, nasagot naman ni NP Mark for sure. Kompleto pa.
I hope.
Hindi, NP Mark, ang nakikita namin sa'yo kasi, no, kaya pala ganun kalalim yung yung pagka-presidente mo as National President of JCI. Why is it you are awarded as the best National President of the world of JCI and you are also awarded dun sa yung industry because of that yung malalim na thoughts about a certain issue, yung pag-adapt yung pag-adjust, yung pag-accept ng brutal reality that you have to adapt, you have to accept change. And with that, NP Mark, believe it or not, that is the inspiration of the 2020 presidents, such as including me, and of course yung mga 2021 president, including Pres Lance, our batch president for batch Dasig, no? It became an inspiration. You are one of the inspiration why JCI Makati produced this video. We want to present it to you, NP Mark. I hope you would like this. You will like this. And Direct, please, pakita na natin sa kanila. JCI Makati's Rise as One.
Faith in God gives meaning and purpose to our lives. The brotherhood of men makes all of the nations unite. Our service to our people is the best work of life to create positive changes through opportunities we provide. We rise as one here in JCI. We rise as one. We're gonna rise as one. We rise as one here in JCI. We rise as one. We're gonna rise as one. JCI, we are good together. JCI, we are greater together. JCI, we are good together. JCI, we are greater together. God gives meaning and purpose to our lives. The brotherhood of man makes all of the nations unite. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Our as one. Here in JCI, we rise as one. We're gonna rise as one. We rise as one. Here in JCI, we rise as one. JCI, Makati together. JCI, we are greater together. JCI, we are bigger together. JCI, we are greater together.
Ayun.
Rise as
yeah.
one.
We rise as one because of the inspiration that we have. Mabigat talaga yung year 2020, sobrang bigat yon. But definitely because of the leadership of our national president during that time, we were able to have that rise as one, the continuity of JCI at JCI Makati, of course, with the leadership of our 2021 president. Reynard, meron kaya pang gustong itanong?
Oh, ako kasi NP, in line with dun sa ating pinakita na rise as one, di ba? Nakita mo naman yung mga moves namin. No? Hindi namin alam, ganyan pala yung kalalabasan niya. Si President, pinasayaw-sayaw lang kami, tapos ganyan pala yung mangyayari. And you know what, NP, sobrang dami nakikinig talaga sa atin from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. From area 1, 2, 3, 4. Siguro NP, a lot of presidents are listening right now. A lot of members are really naka-tune in sa atin. Ano kayo masasabi mo dito sa mga JCI members natin nationwide for this 2021? Kasi from sayo, I always connect your call to action, mold and motivate to NP Jude's 2021's call to action, more for others. NP, lagi ko sinasabi yan eh. If we want to serve more for others, we have to motivate one another. If we want to serve more for others, we have to mold one another through training. Ano kayong ikaw naman, NP? Your thoughts about this, NP?
Pero bago natin pasagutin si NP, bibitinin kita uli. Dahil kailangan muna natin magpakita ng few reminders. We will be right back after this.
Be right back.
And we are back to JCI Makati's Uplift, moving on business. This afternoon, kasama pa rin natin ang ating mga co-hosts, Dennis Uyaco and Reynard Francisco. Ang ganda ng tanungan natin, no? Binitin ko talaga para syempre ma-miss niyo naman si NP Mark. Di ba? Pero yung huli nating question para kay NP Mark, ano yung kanyang masasabi, yung messages niya sa ating mga 2021 president, no? Since hindi pa tayo nakaka-recover talaga fully dun sa ating pandemic, no? So, ang ganda na sinabi mo, Reynard, ha? I must commend yung sinabi mo. Before we can be more for others, we have to go back to motivating and molding all our members. Yan. But before that, please do watch other shows from TNC, ha? Meron tayong new show, yung Negosyo at Home, Fridays at 12 p.m. Yan, nakikita nyo sa screen yung mga napakarami nating mga shows from dito sa TNC, including of course the newest, yung Negosyo at Home, Fridays at 12 p.m. At syempre, huwag niyo makakalimutan ng JCI Uplifts Moving On Business every Tuesday and Friday at 4 p.m. Ayan, nagbabalik ulit kami. Nakikita nyo, no? Ayan yung mga shows natin. So, yes.
May nagtatanong daw kay NP.
Ano
daw
tanong yan?
hapunan niya kagabi? Napaka-personal eh.
Ano tanong?
Ano daw hapunan niya kagabi? Aba?
Ay! O di, ibalik natin si NP. O, pasok natin ulit. NP
May ka-date pa kagabi si NP? May ka-date pa kagabi si NP?
Bago natin itanong yung mabigat na tanong, yung message for the 2021 President. NP, ano raw hapunan mo kagabi? Ay, NP, may utang pa ako sa'yo.
Hindi. I had a very nice dinner with all the TOYM honorees and their families yesterday because we had the awarding last night. So yung dinner ko kagabi was steak and fish. So yun yung sinerve doon sa event kagabi. So very safe question.
NP, bago yung last question, yung message mo sa mga 2021 President. Pwede magtanong ng personal.
Yan.
IPP Joey, ikaw lang makakagawa niyan. Tuloy mo na.
Meron bang nagmamay-ari na ng puso mo ngayon? Meron ba?
Wow. Single si NP. As I always announce, single ako. So,
wow.
Ayan. Hi, JCI World. Our immediate past national president is still single and available. Ha? Alam nyo na. NP kasi ang daming chat, ang daming nagchat-chat. Ang daming alam kong mga nagpaparamdam eh. Pero ayoko magbasa ng
Ayan, may nagtanong.
Ayan na, may nagtanong na bago. Ayoko na magbasa.
From Prescott, Zarate, NP Mark,
ano sabi?
Challenging experience when you were the president of your LO. How did you overcome it? Advice to people who are struggling with self-esteem, confidence in leadership.
O sige, tanong natin yan. Nabasa na natin eh.
Nabasa na eh.
Most challenging experience when you were the president of your LO?
Siguro most challenging part when I was LO president was our membership was struggling during that time. Parañaque Pambato has been known to be a big chapter, but during those times talagang we were struggling with our membership, and when I went in, I need to really focus on building the chapter again. So first, what I did was, sino ba yung madaling yayain to introduce JCI? Of course, I invited my friends, my family members. Yan, si Matt. Yan, kilala niyo yung mga kapatid ko. Si Matt, si Jeff, si Mariel. I invited my cousins, Victor, Julio, Lamberto, all these guys. So if you would see, just on those names alone, biglang lumaki siya. So it's really more on with the struggles I had was membership, and it was really more on how do we get our members motivated, how do we get them really inspired to be JCI members, and that is a question lagi. I'm happy to say naman with all those na recruit namin, Matt became president, Jeff became president, Julio became president, my cousin Edward became president, So it's not just they're there because I invited them. Of course, yun yung rason kung bakit sila sumali sa JCI. But after that, you show them kung what can JCI do for them as well. And because of that, if you are able to show the value of JCI sa members nyo, not just kahit sa mga friends na in-invite nyo, because it's very common for us, especially for small chapters, to invite friends over without the formalities, uy, sali ka in an organization, JCI, etc. No? And that's the fastest and easiest way to recruit. But the always question there is, how do you sustain that membership? And I believe if you are able to show the value of that membership to them, paano ba maging JCI member, you will inspire them to be in the organization even after your presidency, which is, I believe, should be the case in all your recruitment. Hindi dapat mali yung notion, no, na these members will be here dahil nag-president ako. If you have plans to be president and if you have plans to recruit these people, recruit them kahit hindi ka pa president. Because by the time na president ka na, they'll be immense already to the culture of JCI and would know the value of a JCI member. But if katulad sa case ko, bago pa lang lahat, what I did was to really show them, no, expose them kahit pipilitin ko talaga sila umattend until sila mismo na enjoy nila yung organization and naging president sila, no? And then that is the biggest accomplishment you can have is the people you recruited became presidents of different of your organization. And how do you handle with struggling with self-esteem and confidence and leadership? You just go back to the reason why you are there. Bakit ka ba nasa organization? Sabi ko nga, in everything you do, if you go back to your why you're there, you can never go wrong. Whether mag-isa ka o kasama mo lahat ng members mo, you should never be disappointed because you can only control yourself. Always remember that, no? You are in a voluntary organization. You cannot expect everyone in your organization to have the same energy as you have or passion you have for the organization. So you should never be depressed or concerned if one member is not that active or one member is kung ano man siya, diba? You can only control yourself. You can only control how you are feeling, how you can go about the problems on your organization. Not just president of a chapter, but also as a member, no? Parang ano yan eh, alam mo yung dalawang kotse, when you're doing chicken with another car, do not expect the other car na may ibang nagda-drive na liliko siya sa'yo. Ikaw yung may hawak ng manibela ng sarili mong kotse, ikaw yung lumiko because you have to control your own fate. And it's the same thing in how you handle your leadership and confidence in JCI. Whatever the situation or scenario you are in, if you are able to control what you are feeling, and you can go back kung bakit ka na sa JCI, kung kailangan mo pagpalit ng buong membership or inspire them more, nasa iyo lahat yan. You have the control eh. Ikaw yan eh. Because you can do, it's your choice to wake up in the morning and do what you're doing. It's your choice to conduct your GMMs. It's your choice if you want to do your OTS. It's your choice if you want to have your trainings. Konti man yung umattend o marami do umattend, as long as you did it, something happened. One way or another, someone will be inspired and will have the same passion as you. Ganun lang yan. And best example is Pocholo. Di ba? Huwag na tayong lumayo.
Yes.
JCI Makati na lang. Di ba? Best example is Pocholo. Di ba? So, yes. So, it's really, because Choi believed in himself. Sabi niya, kaya ko to, papalaki ko to, ito ang plano ko, etc. Some people would think na Pocholo, masyadong malaki yung pangarap ni Pocholo. You would be able to do that, etc. No?
NP.
But if you let those noise bother you, walang mangyayari sa'yo. And look at what he did. Nag-focus siya sa sinabi niya, sa gusto niyang gawin, gawa niya, and JCI Makati is where it is now because of what he envisioned few years ago. Joey became president, Kurt became president, Lance is now the president. And everything that happened from that point to this point, it all became because of a vision of a regular member to bring Makati back to greatness. So it's the same thing for everyone, no? If you really put your heart into it, if you go back to the reason why you're there, you will never go wrong. Sabi ko nga, you can never go wrong kung yung intention mo is always pure.
Wow. NP, grabe. Yung last question, nasagot mo na ng buong buo, no? Tatanong pa lang namin. Yes, kasi you can never go wrong basta pure yung intention no? Yung vision mo talaga, no? NP, may natandaan ako during NatCon, no, na nabanggit mo. Even you remember some incident na during the induction of Pocholo, when he envisioned na you will become the national president of JCI. Remember that? Di ba? Nasabi niya rin yan no? Nasabi rin niya. So, I think, no, we can never go wrong basta alam natin yung deepest why natin. Very clear sa atin yung vision natin at we believe in ourselves na mangyayari yung iniisip natin. Basta ilalagay natin ang ating puso natin doon sa gagawin natin. NP Mark, we cannot thank you enough dito sa very inspirational afternoon na binigay mo sa JCI Makati and of course for the entire of JCI community. Maraming salamat once again. Our immediate past National President, Mark Joseph David, NP, maraming salamat. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And once again, kasama ko pa rin si Dennis Suyaco, Reynard Francisco, para dito sa JCI Makati's Uplift. Moving on business. See you next week.